Christmas season is finally here. You know what that means? It means Christmas baking. That makes me super excited. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz, and honestly, I have been waiting for Christmas this whole year. I love Christmas. I love all the baking that happens around Christmas time, also around fall time. But I feel like Christmas this year, almost like every year, has been rushed. Like as soon as the end of October happened, November was all about Christmas. Everybody's like putting up Christmas trees. I'm like, what is going on? What happened to Thanksgiving? What happened to fall time? I don't know. It just kind of like, phew, see ya. Commercialism. That's what happened. So I'm not one of those kind of people that like to decorate early. I like to kind of stay with the season, white rush life. Life happens too fast, and I just want to enjoy every moment of my life as much as I can. Today we're going to be making sugar cookies. Make sure you check out my royal icing video. I'll link it up here just because you'll be needing it to decorate these cookies. If not, you can use whatever kind of icing you like. Also, before I walk you through the recipe, I do want to mention that the cookie dough does need to rest in the refrigerator for a few hours. I actually let mine rest overnight in the refrigerator, so that's just something to keep in mind. If you're fine with that, let's proceed to making the recipe. First thing you're going to do is you're going to want to add in your dry ingredients to a medium-sized bowl. So add in your flour, your baking soda, and your salt, and whisk everything until it is combined. Then in a large bowl, add in your room temperature butter and your sugar. Beat this on high until it is nicely combined. Everything is incorporated. To this mixture, I want you to add in 1 egg and then your vanilla and your almond extract. Beat this on high until everything is combined. You want to scrape the sides with a rubber spatula. Beat it again until everything is completely incorporated. Once all your wet ingredients are incorporated, I want you to slowly add in your dry ingredients. Now you can definitely use a hand mixer to beat all of this up together, but you'll end up with a mess. So I just used a rubber spatula to combine my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients, just so I wouldn't make a mess all over myself and all over my kitchen. And then once everything was kind of sort of combined, I used the handheld electric mixer to do all the hard work for me. Once everything was nicely combined, you'll see that mine actually kind of looked like dry bits of pieces everywhere. That's fine. Then I want you to divide the dough in half. All I did was I got 2 pieces of plastic wrap, I put them down onto my table, then I just divided the dough equally, or as equally as I could, and then I just used the plastic wrap to gather it together, form it into a flat disc, and then once everything is a flat disc and sealed off, add this into your fridge. Let it chill for 2 to 3 hours or overnight like I did. Also, since it's just my husband and I do like to have fresh cookies on hand, I went ahead and I froze the other disc, and whenever I want fresh cookies, I'll just thaw it out the night before in my refrigerator, and then in the morning I can just roll it out and make these cookies and have fresh cookies on hand. Then whenever you are ready to make Christmas sugar cookies, pull your cookie dough out of your refrigerator, let it chill at room temperature for around 10 to 15, maybe even 20 minutes. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. After your oven is preheated to 350 degrees and your dough has had time to rest at room temperature for around 15 minutes, I want you to flour your work surface with some flour. Also flour your rolling pin. Make sure you have cookie sheets ready to go with some parchment paper, or in my case, I'm just using these silicone mats. And then start rolling out your cookie dough. Now the thing about sugar cookies, some people probably prefer theirs a lot thinner. I actually prefer mine to have like a bite to them. I don't like them to be thin. I kind of like mine super thick, if that makes any sense. So I rolled mine around 1/4 inch. I think I could have actually let mine be a little thicker just because that's what I prefer, but this is all personal preference. So roll them out around 1/4 inch or so, kind of on your personal preference. These cookies don't puff up to an exaggerated amount in the oven, so you don't really have to worry about them inflating. So you just want to roll them out to your desire. And then I just used my cookie cutters that I've had for years and years. I don't feel like I need a lot of cookie cutters. I only have like 4 basic holiday cookie cutters, and I'm totally fine with that. But if you like to have a bunch of cookie cutters, that's awesome. I like to keep things really simple and minimal in the kitchen, so I just use my cookie cutters and cut them all out, and then I gently place them on my cookie sheet. I also use a fish spatula to kind of scoop them and place them. You want to be gentle with them, just because if you kind of are rough, they kind of get misshapen, and that doesn't really look pretty, or at least it doesn't look that pretty in my opinion. Once you've put them all on your cookie sheet, make sure you re-roll the cookie dough and reshape it and pop all these delicious cookies onto your cookie sheet. You want to make sure that your cookies have a little bit of space in between them. You don't want them to touch when they are baking. Then I want you to bake them in your preheated oven for around 10 to 12 minutes. Once you see that they're getting just a slight bit golden brown, pull them out of the oven. I do not like to see my cookies brown, like really anywhere, not even around the edges. So I like to pull them out before. If your cookies are a little bit thinner, like I had some cookies that were a little bit thinner than the others, they kind of browned before the rest. I didn't like that, and they were like really crunchy. I don't really like that, so make sure you pull them out right before they get super brown around the edges. Let them cool slightly on the cookie sheet. Then I just used my fish spatula, pulled them off of the cookie sheet onto a cooling rack, let them cool completely. Once they are cooled completely, they are ready for decorating. Like I said in my royal icing video, I'm an amateur when it comes to cookie decorating, so they're not quite professional, but let me tell you, after decorating these cookies and trying and failing and just not being all that great, to be honest with you, this was my first time using one of those piping bags with the piping head. Like I always just used a Ziploc bag and made things really simple in the kitchen, but now I kind of want to step it up. After doing all this, I really admire people that have the art of decorating and are into cookie designs and all that stuff, because that's like pure talent, and my hand was like shaking, so I could never be a doctor. It was fun making these cookies. I hope you guys give them a try. Hope you guys are enjoying this holiday season and all it has to offer. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.